Unless you enter the tiger's lair, you cannot get hold of the tiger's cubs. Be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. The goal is to reduce the time of suffering, not eliminate it. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Dream as if you will live forever. Live as if you will die today. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. The world is already full of critics. To stand out, be an encourager. At some point, we all look up and realize we are lost in a maze. We cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. You never fail until you stop trying. Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. People throw stones at you, and you convert them into milestones. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. For every expert, there is an equal and opposite expert. Aslan, you doubt your value. Don't run from who you are. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. It's important in life. If you don't give a shit, it can help you a lot. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. We need to renew ourselves often. Even temples need renovation. Just go with it, he thought. You won't figure out anything if you give in to fear. To forget the whole world is easy. To make the whole world forget you is hard. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. The serpent, if it wants to become the dragon, must eat itself. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Belief can be manipulated. Only knowledge is dangerous. Sometimes the grass is greener. Sometimes it is sick. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. You fall because you are human and rise because you are divine. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. It's failure that gives you the proper perspective on success. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. At the heart of nature's mystery lies another mystery. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. There's no clarity. There was never meant to be clarity. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. The essence of technology is by no means anything technological. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. Always stand up for truth, regardless of who steps on it. Feeling guilty does not set us free. Being equipped sets us free. The truth isn't always beauty, but the hunger for it is. Karma is given, not to those who ask, but to those who ask of nothing. Because you can only die once, but you can suffer forever. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. A constitution that is made for all nations is made for none. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. It's often only in the lies we refuse to speak that any truth can be heard at all. The key to life is accepting challenges. Once someone stops doing this, he's dead. Everyone's greatest fantasy is to walk away from the life you lead. Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing. I'm just doing me, and to me, that's what got me this far. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Humanity must forgive humanity, for only then can we be humane. Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Remember that you are only alive now. This is the only moment you have. Embrace it. You must accept the truth from whatever source it comes. Sometimes it takes a good fool to really know where you stand. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. Honest is how I want to look. The truth doesn't glitter and shine. Sometimes when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Stop being okay with everything. Even in the loneliest moments, I have been there for myself. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. I do not know everything. Still many things I understand. Education is not the learning of facts. It's rather the training of the mind to think. If they don't like you for being yourself, be yourself even more. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. People don't always want to be with people. It gets tiring.